Hello, beautiful kings and queens. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Welcome to my channel. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. Did you know that all of your stress is caused by you? To those of you who are flicking me off, hear me out. Stress is a reaction to events and situations that happens in our lives. But let's take a second to think about the word react. Have you or someone you know said the phrase, stress runs in the family? Why do you think that is? The truth is, we are watching our family members' responses to certain situations that happen in life. And then we proceed to react out what we saw, what we learned, what we watched from our family members. So at this point, it's at a subconscious level. We aren't even aware that we picked up the habit in the first place, and now we're stressed like everybody else. But what if instead of reacting to difficult situations and creating stress, we rewire our brains to create peace? Yeah. It's easier said than done, but it's not impossible. Keep in mind, most stress stems from us feeling out of control. But, you could take back control by knowing number one, everything is happening in divine order, whether we like it or not. So, might as well just go according to the plan, relax, and enjoy the ride. And number two, you could only control yourself and how you respond and act to certain things. So, you're probably thinking, yeah, okay, great. Now, what would this look like in day to day, in real life? I'm glad you asked. Let's use a story, right? Imagine you have this big day at work. You are presenting your ideas to leaders and managers of the company with a potential of getting a promotion. However, everything seems to be going wrong that day. The kids were late for school. Baby girl that spit up apple juice on your top. You had to go back home to change after dropping the kids off from school because you can't wear apple juice to work. You're changing when you looked at the clock and realized, oh, shoot, I'm running late. Rush hour is a thing. You grab everything that you need, your suitcase for the presentation. You hop in the car, you put the key in the ignition, and then the car won't start. Now, this is the point of the story where you get to choose stress or peace. Now, let's just say you chose stress. Let's say you chose violence today. I know you're probably thinking, nah, stress chose me. Nah, you didn't chose that stress, boy. At this point, the story goes, you hop out of the car, upset, you kick the car, you're like, dang it, I'm gonna be late for work. You quickly call somebody so that they could take you to work. And as you're waiting for them to arrive, you're pacing back and forth, like, oh my goodness, what if I end up losing this promotion? Or worse, what if I lose my job? And it just goes on and on, and you're just spiraling and you're just worried, full of anxiety, and just stressing and out about the situation. Your friend arrives, you hop in the car, and they take you to work. You only get there about 5 minutes late, which is perfect because you have about 10 minutes to prepare before your meeting. 10 minutes go by, you walk in the room, and you're like, all right, we're here. You're ready to present when you realize you left your suitcase and presentation in your broken car. Yeah, okay. I know that story was a bit dramatic, but when you are stressed out about certain things in life, it could feel a bit dramatic, right? Stress makes things dramatic. Now, let's step back a little bit and say you decided to choose peace instead. The story probably would have went a bit like you realize the car won't start. You say, okay, let me quickly call my manager and let them know I'll be running a little late. Call the manager, you explain the situation. Hey, my car isn't working. I'm going to be looking for a ride to get there, but in the meantime, um, X, Y, and Z. Your manager's like, oh, I completely understand. In fact, since we love your work, what we're going to do is have you present over a Zoom call so that, you could virtually chime in and present your presentation. And from there, you're like, oh, wow, that would be amazing. So you ended up proceeding with the presentation, you presented, Your manager loved it. All of the leaders were applauding you, and you did end up getting that promotion. Now, I understand usually things don't work out that perfectly in the real world, but let's talk about the energy that one had over the other, right? When you went the route of peace, you realized that there was kind of a surrender where it's like, well, you know, life happens. So I'm just going to pivot and go in this direction. It was a calm, and because of it, you ended up getting exactly what you wanted. You ended up seamlessly presenting and getting offered solutions that you probably wouldn't have had if you went the stress route. And for the stress side, it's just a bunch of worry, anxiety. So much so, even if you did have the presentation stuff and was able to present, you're presenting on the basis of the energy of being stressed out all morning. At the end of the day, we all have the option to choose how we respond and act in life. We don't have to keep the stress train rolling. At any point, we could rewire ourselves to choose peace as our default response. So, the choice is yours. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share the love. I would truly appreciate it. Leave comments below if this video resonates with you or if you had any similar experiences. I would love to hear from you. Okay, I hope to see you soon. Peace and love.